This is going up for the following reasons, and I'm not going to be bearish until we cross this level that I'm about to show you. Let's have a look at what I think Bitcoin is going to be doing, because I think we have some fairly bullish stuff going on when we look at Bitcoin. Number one thing which I'm going to do, I'm going to hide these indicators for now. What I'm going to turn on is the smart oscillator. It's basically a tweaked out RSI that we created. Let's start off, okay, on the weekly time frame. In 9 hours and 10 minutes, we're going to close our weekly candle. And we will very well be confirming a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. We've got lower lows on the price action, and we've got higher lows on the RSI. That is a written bullish divergence. On top of that, what have we been seeing? If we look at pure price action on Bitcoin, what have we seen? The RSI was overbought. We went down, 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 down. We're basically, I think between tomorrow and the day after, we are probably going to be already in the oversold area for Bitcoin. And then we can still look at the price action. What's the price action doing? Does this look like a big drop? I mean, yes, we have been going down, but really, in general, does it not look more like we've been going sideways? The price has been doing a time correction, not a price correction. Okay, because please do remember, the price of an asset can do two types of corrections. One, if the price goes down, or two, if the price does exactly what it's been doing, it's going to do a correction in time to then further go up. So, where am I looking? Where am I trading? What do I not want to lose? Right, the first thing that I want to point out is that we were trading this accumulation range. Okay, I don't know if you can see right there. We had a bullish divergence, lower lows on the price action, higher lows on the RSI on the daily time frame. Because of that, when we were exactly there, and because of our money flow divergence, and actually a 4-hourly divergence as well, we decided to go long. So we went long down there. This was an accumulation range where market makers were going long, and it was the birthplace of this whole push up. Fine. Beautiful. Cool. Now what? Now I don't want to see the price back inside this rectangle. Why do I not want to see the price inside this rectangle? Because the most likely thing is that we're going to keep on, if we go back in, if the price now loses all of it and we go back in, we're most likely going to be going down, losing these previous lows, and then going back down and carrying on with our bear market. Therefore, what is the safest thing for me to do now? Well, the safest thing is obviously a Fibonacci retracement from the very, very low all the way to the very, very top. And we're going to see how actually coincidentally the 0.618, which is the most relevant level on your whole Fibonacci chart, lands exactly on the top side of this previous accumulation range. So what is the best case scenario? Well, the best case scenario would be we get a push down to $60,000. Why? Because we would hit the 0.618 level, we would grab 1, 2, 3 points of liquidity, and on top of that, you know I love my fixed range volume profiles. Look at that. Look at this value area low coming in exactly at the 0.618 level. Okay, so ideal place for me to look for a long is 61k, something like this sort of box. Let me just tell you what my trade would look like. A 2% stop loss would be more than fine. If this stop loss gets hit, if we get wrecked, if the price goes down, we don't respect it and we keep on pushing down, absolutely fine. I'm not looking for any more longs. Finito. Finish. Until then, this is a very high probability trade because of the two bullish signs that we have on the very high time frames of daily and weekly. This is what my stop loss would look like, my entry point on the 0.618, or even you might even want to do it just below this recent low or just on the recent low, so something like this. entry point at 61,300, stop loss at 59,900. Take profit, I think the take profit should go above there, which is actually going to leave us with quite a nice trade. And what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm going to be moving my stop loss to break even price, and then once we've made it up until around this area, take maybe 33% profit, another 33% profit when we've made it there, and then just leave it to run. There's a chance, okay, which is something I might as well point out right now. Let's go on the 8 hourly time frame. There's a chance we might just make it to the 0.5 level, which would be the very first target, at least in my point of view, because on top of that, we've got a 8 hourly fair value gap right there, which I've outlined. This would be the very first target, 69,000, but we've also got the 0.618. And you might say, cool, okay, but that's a bit far, that's 73K. You're a bit mad. Not that mad, okay, because if I trace a fixed range volume profile on this whole lot, okay, of everything, what can you see? Where's the value area high? The value area high is on our golden pocket. So it would make sense for us to take a trade from the value area low, which is also the 0.618 level of a fairly relevant area, and hold it all the way up to the next 0.618 level, which is also the value area high. I think that would make sense. And then, and only then, I would then be looking for a bit more of a major push down. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going to be trading like. That's what I think the plan is. I'm not telling you that I'm going to be going long here and not selling nothing till we've made it there. That's not realistic. I need to take some profit. I need to protect myself. So I'm going to be taking some profits first off there on the point of control, next ones on the recent highs, and the next ones up until around this area. That's what my trade is potentially going to look like. Now, I am also going to speak about to you right now about something about a trade that I'm personally in at the moment, and I'm going to tell you why. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to turn on our indicators, which we have created. These are some indicators which we created for over 5 years. And I'm actually giving them to you completely for free. In the descriptions box, you can find a link that takes you to our Telegram, where you can send a message to our support team and tell them you want access to them. You get some about the smart trend, which is going to tell you which way you need to trade, as well as fair value gaps and multi-time frame fair value gaps. You get some about order blocks, breaker order blocks, and inverted fair value gaps. You get this RSI, which gives you some pretty damn good divergences, and you get some about Fibonacci. There's quite a few. So why did I want to actually go long exactly there? I managed to go long there. Why? First off, we had a 4 hourly order block, which you can see right there. I'm going to delete this. It's getting in the way. I didn't go long in this little divergence because I thought, you know what, we're just going into the weekend, we're not going to get a lot of volatility. I don't think it's a fairly good trade, so I didn't use this divergence. On Saturday, I did see the price. Let me zoom in, maybe on the 2 hourly time frame. The price actually did something fairly cool. We went below the recent low. We had a push, grabbed some liquidity, got absorbed fairly quickly, and we closed the candle above the recent low. Therefore, that was a successful liquidity grab, and ever since then, I entered my long. I entered my long right there. Why as well? Because I'm sure you can see it. We hit our 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement. We hit a 2 hourly order block right there, and which is also a 4 hourly order block and a 4 hourly fair value gap. So there was quite a lot of stuff in this area. So what have I done now? What am I doing? What am I looking for? Well, I entered my position like this. My stop loss is something like this. It's not a massive one. And now that the price has gone up basically 1.5%, I've moved my stop loss. Nope, that's not my stop loss. I've moved my stop loss to break even point, and I'm going to hold it. Why am I going to hold it? Because we've made it to the 0.5 level. We've hit an order block. We've grabbed recent liquidity. You know, I'm already long. I know that the price should be going up. I'm not going to risk it and close it now. And then what if the price does decide to just go up on its own? Therefore, this is what is going on now. If the price does go back down, which would be amazing, that would actually make my day, because then that would mean I would manage to get an even better entry point, and I would be able to put a lot more money into this trade. This trade didn't carry as much cash as I'm going to put into this trade down there, because this was a bit more of a scalping move. And then I thought about it, and then I said, oh shit, actually that's a pretty damn good trade. So I would actually prefer to get stopped out. Sounds silly, but I would like to get another push down exactly to this area, and I'm just seeing right now how on top of that it's an inverted fair value gap. We have got an IFVG on the 2 hourly time frame, which is an inverted fair value gap, which, as you may know, it is virgin because it hasn't been tested yet. We didn't test it. The first test, whether it's on an order block, on a fair value gap, on a support, on a resistance, on any of these things, first test is always going to be the best. It's always going to give you the best result possible. It's going to have the highest probability of success. So, having said that, I think that's essentially it. There's not much more for me to say to you. Things are playing out how they should. This is what I'm hoping for this coming week. This is the trade that I'm in, and this is what I'm going to be holding. Actually, let me have a really quick look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is a very similar story. I actually also went on a long. Okay, this is what it looks like. Let me hide all of the indicators for a second. This is the trade I'm also hoping for. I've traced a Fibonacci retracement from this low all the way to the really big high. And I would ideally like to see the price 1,800. Why? Because we would be grabbing this point of liquidity as well, and then we would be ideally getting a push up. Now, what have I done? I'm already in a trade right now because we had the exact same scenario as Bitcoin. We were inside this range. We're going up, down, top, down, top, down, top, down. And if you have seen, and actually if I have published a little series of videos when I speak about the fixed range volume profiles, you would know that because we were in a sideways range, it was a pretty damn good place for me to trace my fixed range volume profile. We came down, we hit the value area low, and during the weekend, we were going sideways a little bit. Just like Bitcoin, we went down, we grabbed some liquidity, and then we quickly absorbed. I then decided to go long. Exactly when we closed that candle, I was also guiding myself based off of Bitcoin. I saw that with this push down, we had grabbed 1 and 2 and 3 liquidity points. Therefore, I was inclined, I was happy to go long. I went long, we got the admission back into the value area, and now we are currently testing, we are currently resting, we are currently staying still until the Asia markets open. This is the trade that I'm on now, although ideally it's the exact same thing. I would like to see some sort of a push down, grab even more liquidity, scare even more people, to then be able to get the bigger push up. Let's turn on our indicators and we can actually see something fairly cool, which is that we got a 2 hourly bullish divergence basically exactly on the bottom, which is a really cool thing. It was another thing that made us go, oh, that's a fairly good place to take a trade. Exactly same thing there. Bearish divergence basically on the value area high. It gave us quite a nice move. That's basically it. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trading. That's what, that's my market reading for this coming week. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to let me know in the comment section if you've got any questions, any doubts, or any issues, as long as it's regarding trading, as I am not your therapist. Thank you so much for watching and see you very soon. Bye bye.